Hi, my name is Anna, and I'm with mazinfo.com, where we try and bring you as much information about Mexico and living in Mexico, and particularly information about Mazatlan, Mexico. I also have a blog called The Solo Snowbird, where there's a lot of helpful tips there on what you should know to move to Mexico and that sort of thing. So I will link the blog below in the description. And today, though, we're going to do a very short video, if I don't talk too much, on how to easily transfer money from your Canadian or US account into a Mexican account here. Now, that Mexican account could be your Mexican account, could be your landlord's Mexican account, could be a bill you're trying to pay, that sort of thing. And I want to show you how quickly and easily it is to do using this Wise service. It's a service much like PayPal, but a lot cheaper and a lot quicker. I'll tell you that. You'll see in a minute. Also, I have already set up this account, and I've already set up the payees in there within the account. So I'm not going to go through that process. I have another video which I'll link here that shows you how to do that, how to set up, and various details on that. Just for today, I just want to show you the transfer. The reason I want to do that is because it's spring. People are booking their fall return for the snowbird season, for next snowbird season, and they're having a heck of a time trying to figure out how to transfer down the deposits and how to deal with the landlords and that sort of thing. So this will make it a lot simpler if you set yourself up with this Wise account, set up your banks in there, and then you set up who you're going to pay. And you can pay anybody around the world, but in this case I'm just going to show you how to pay, how it works with this one bill that I need to pay. Okay, so I'm in my login page here, and when I click login, they have an extra, of course I've got my password in there, and when I click login, it will, it's linked to my phone, so it will send me a secondary verification so that not just anyone can log in. And I'll show you that when it comes in. Okay, so I'm going to click login. Oh, sometimes it does this, which is a laptop-based, I'm on my laptop right now, and it's a laptop thing. So let me just, it's just not recognizing my laptop because I clear out, it's techie stuff. I won't bore you with it. Okay. All right, so now it's saying we're waiting for your response. Now what I get on my phone is, do you want to approve this? And I say, yes, it's me. So it's a secondary way just to make sure it's really you that's trying to log in. So here we are in my account. And on the left side, you can see that I hold some money within Wise, which is like, in PayPal, you can hold US or Canadian, like cash just in there. It's not a bank, but you can hold cash in there. So you can do the same thing with Wise. So I have a little bit of US, a little bit of hardly anything Canadian. I can also hold Mexican pesos in here as well. So I could pay, if I had Mexican pesos in there, I could pay directly from that if I wanted to. I just thought of something too when I was going to make this video, that you could, when for the Americans, when your US dollar is quite high, the exchange rate between Mexican and the US dollar, you could transfer this and just hold it within the Wise account and get the most pesos. So that's something to think about. Anyways, I just thought of it when so anyways, on with the job here. So I'm going to be transferring some money from my Canadian account to one of my recipients here. Now recipients is, I'm a recipient as well. As you can see, I've got my 3 bank accounts set up. So I've got my Mexican account, my Canadian account, my US account. I've also got all my recipients, most of which are Mexicans. You can tell by the little flags. I have some US people. I also have some people, because I do web design, I have people all over the world that I pay for different services. So they're set up in here as well, as certainly you can set up your family members or anything like that. So for now, I want to send some money off. So I'm just going to find my recipient here, which is way on low on the list. So I'm going to send this person some Mexican money. And then, so I've got them here, and here I want to say send money. So I click send money. Takes a second or so. All right, so I want to send, in this case, this amount of money, and it shows that to send them 3,300 Mexican pesos, it was going to cost me $210.44 Canadian. So there's two fees here. There's a direct debit fee, which is very small, and then there's their fee, which is $2.93, $3.45 total fees. Now, as I understand it, Western Union charges a minimum of $6, I believe, and then of course the wire transfers can be anywhere from up to $60 in some cases I've seen. So you save a lot of money. The second thing I want to point out too is the rate, the guaranteed rate of exchange here. You can see it's 15.9425, guaranteed for the next 53 hours. It's because we're on a weekend, they guarantee it for more than 24 hours. If I go to RBC's website here and convert that same amount of pesos, you can see that it's 15.5, which is a lot lower than this. So through the banks directly, you're getting a lot less bang for your buck. So you get a better exchange rate, you're saving on the fees. All right, so let's continue now. It's running a little slow. Maybe everybody's paying the bill. You can also, you have a chance now to look at all your details. You can send a little message here. I won't send anything in this particular case. Oh, it's only sent if you've got the email address registered for the recipient. So I'm going to confirm this and continue now that I've checked. All right, so here's where you get to choose how you want to send it. The least expensive way is the direct debit, which is the default. And I think I set that default up myself. So the direct debit is the default. There's also, you can send it different ways as well. A debit card or from your Visa and MasterCard, the fees are a lot more that way. So you can conceivably pay by your Visa or MasterCard within this system. Or credit card as well, that's also by Visa or MasterCard. Domestic wire transfer, that's only from one same currency to the same currency, so from Canadian to Canadian, so that's what that is for. And if there's online bills, I've never used this, so I don't know how that works. So let's continue. Continue to payment here. And the default pops up with my Canadian bank account. Because I want to send Canadian and convert it to Mexican, it goes to my Canadian bank account first. So that's where that's coming from. If I wanted to use my, say I had enough Canadian dollars in my Wise account itself, you saw I only had like $2 in there. I could send it just from there, and the fees would be negligible if there's any at all. But now I'm going to send it from my Canadian. So I'm going to click here, pay Canadian from this account. And then it'll start processing it. And because I have this person already set up, it's all in live time here. You can see it going through. And it is now deposited already. It took 3 seconds and saved quite a bit of money, and the money is in his account already. So that's how fast you can do it. So that's all it took, a few seconds. And any bills or even transfers to your own account. I have an account with Intercam here in Mexico, and that's how many seconds it usually takes to transfer money over from my Canadian or my US account into my Intercam, and then I've got my money in there for living on for that month or whatever. So easy way to transfer your pensions. So I would strongly suggest that you check it out. And if you have any questions, please comment below and I'll be sure to respond. Thanks everyone. Take care, and I hope you have a sunny day.